Hi, welcome. Not really welcome back. I've been away for a couple of months. I've been off renovating my late father's home. That's all done now, so here's another video. One of the most common questions that people will ask is, will someone steal my idea, or how do I protect my idea, or I don't want to tell you my idea until you sign a non-disclosure agreement. I'm here to tell you no one's really going to steal your idea. Not really. There's all these horror stories, but most of them, if you do more than scratch the surface, you'll find that it was normally a contractual issue, a relationship that went bad, or people feel they were stolen from. But let's look at the big picture. There is no real new ideas. There's new tellings of stories, new tellings of ideas, but there is no new idea. So your story will be very, very similar. Think of the years that we've had, like 2 films about the White House being attacked. Meteorites impacting into Earth, volcanoes going off in cities like Dante's Peak and Volcano, Deep Impact and Armageddon. All these ideas, Chernobyl, the television show, there was 3 other television shows. There's 4 productions going on about Chernobyl at the same time. Did all those ideas get stolen, or is it just that we live in a community together in the same era, that the ideas are coming across to people, creative individuals, that see the same thing at the same time? Now, this is why someone won't steal your idea. Let's think. Your cost, a film to you, your script to you is 100% of what you have. It is the most important thing to you. It is your film. You're 100% involved in that. From a producer's point of view, he's going to pay you maybe 2% of the budget. So let's say it's a $10 million film. You might get a couple of $100,000 for your story. Is he going to risk $9.8 million for not paying $200,000? Because you could go to court and put a court order out, an injunction out, stopping production, stopping the release of the film until this whole issue is sorted out. There is an entire part of the production called, what's it called? I forgot it. They basically, the word will come to me in a few minutes and I'll tell you. They make sure that any music that's going to be used in the film is available. Posters, car brands, the coffee machine in the background. They make sure that they have the rights to use all that. So then they're going to have to pay you for your script because they're saving no money. The film still needs to have a writer. Okay, so in the credits it'll be written by somebody. So they still have to pay that person. Why wouldn't they pay you? Why wouldn't they pay the original creator of the story? Even if they're only going to give you a story by credit. And no offense, because mine aren't that good either, your story isn't that good. Your story is going to need rewriting. The things that you think are really doable aren't doable from a cinematography point of view. The actors can't say those words. I'm an Australian, I work with some American actors. We quite often have to workshop during rehearsal, or I say to them, just say it the way an American would say it. And in my head, I can say things, I can hear things. They just don't fit into a person's mouth. They can't be pronounced or spoken, or meanings mean things differently in different countries and in different cultures. There's going to be writing involved. Why wouldn't they just pay you? Or if they hire a second writer, the first writer's going to go, oh, whose work am I adapting? And writers tend to stick together. If someone says to you, oh, no, don't worry about the work you're adapting, I stole it. What writer's going to go, oh, it's stolen, fantastic, I get to put my name on that stolen work, oh, I'm down with that, yeah, I'm fine with that. So even if the director says, oh, no, I wrote it, they rip off the front page, scan it into a PDF, cut and paste it into whatever, and then do a bit of a rewrite, and then say, oh no, I wrote it, I want you to do it, so we're going to share a credit. They still have to pay a writer. They're not saving any money. They're saving 2% and risking 98%. No one is going to risk 98% of their investment to rip you off. You may be ripped off by a fellow amateur writer. You tell someone your idea and they go and write the script. Now here's the thing. Amateur writers, there's millions of us, okay? We are a swamp of writers. For your story to be that good that it stands out, yours is going to stand out and his is going to stand out. So the two are going to stand out. So now it's going to be who does the better version of your story. If you're still a better writer, because he couldn't come up with that idea, he had to steal it from you, yours will still stand out. Yours will be the better script because you're the better writer, you came up with the idea. You understand it better, you have a better understanding of it, a more intimate knowledge of it. What I tend to do, I tend to write little short form versions of stories if I'm going to share it with people. Not log lines, but a little short form, a treatment or whatever you might say. That then gives copyright to me, because copyright is granted automatically. You don't have to register it with anyone for a unique, fixed, artistic interpretation or impression of a story. A poem is copyright. A news article is copyright. Someone's speech is copyrighted to them. You just can't use it. You have to get the rights to use it. So if you write the short story version, 1 or 2 page treatment of your story, it's now your story. You publish it. This is now a proven form that it was your story. It's protected. They have to buy it off you. Same as a full script. No one's really going to steal 100 pages of script, because then there's 100 pages where you can just point to and say, that's mine, that's mine, that's mine, that's mine, that's mine, that's mine. It doesn't make economic sense to steal your story. Now, an idea, as I said before, 2 White House movies, 2 asteroid movies. How many spy films are there? They're all like James Bond. You can't copyright an idea. Vampires all came into the zeitgeist. Suddenly every movie had vampires. Every movie had zombies, because the collective creative minds that were out there were all starting being experienced and experience the same things and being influenced by the same things. You can't copyright an idea to say, oh, look, I've got this great idea about this. Write it in a short form. Write it as a story. It's easier to then protect that, because the idea's been taken one step further. But you can't copyright an idea, because they're just too varied. And if you go back far enough in time, they've all been done before in some way, shape or form. They've been explained. Humanity's been around and telling stories for thousands of years. So anything you think of or that you think is original isn't that original. That's why you cannot copyright an idea. Only a unique artistic expression in a fixed form is given to you as copyright. So I hope that makes you feel a little bit better, that no one's going to steal your idea, that no one's going to come and rip you off. There's 1 million people writing, so someone's probably already got a script very, very similar to yours out there, so they'll just go buy that one. They won't steal from you because you're the smallest little component of the overall film. Even a short film, you're the tiny, weeniest little bit. You're actually not worth stealing from. It's easier to pay you and be standing on solid legal ground when they're going to go on and spend the other 98% of their budget. They want to have a relationship with you, because if you're good enough to write this one, you'll probably be good enough to write future ones. There's a whole lot of collaborations between writers and directors that last for years. So why would they come and burn that relationship straight away by stealing from you? Write, share, get out there, get your reputation built. Let people know the sort of writer you are. And you can't do that by when they say, what stories have you got? So, oh, no, you have to sign an NDA. You're going to steal my ideas. I can't tell you what my idea is. I want to tell you my idea, but I'm afraid you're going to steal from me. That's no way to really get feedback, build relationships, get a reputation. Like, comment. I love comments. Follow. Actually, there's going to be an announcement coming out soon. I've got a book. I've got a couple of books at the moment on Amazon. One of them's called Writing Screenplays with Intelligence. The other one's Logline. It just goes on about how to write loglines. That's been out for a couple of years. Says Writing Screenplays with Intelligence. I've got another one which is just all writing tools. Subscribe to the channel, and when I put the announcement out, the book will be free. You'll get it in your feed, and you'll be able to get the details of how to get hold of the book for nada. Okay, like I said, leave a comment, subscribe, do all that sort of YouTube stuff, and keep writing.